I'm back in Pakistan where the Closers University first started. And I'm looking at so many closers, man. High ticket closers, aspiring high ticket closers, struggling high ticket closers. And I'm watching so many coaches as well. Like there's so much going on in the industry right now, and you guys are hearing all sorts, man. And it's really pushed me to come back online and give you guys raw content, man, and give you guys the real picture. And so many of you guys are getting distracted online right now. You're hearing so much, as in like, is the high ticket sales, is the high ticket industry saturated? And look, some of the guys that are promoting, AI businesses, and they're on the AI bubble and all of that as well. And like, yeah, we know AI is here, and it's here to stay, and it's made things, so much more smoother and efficient, and it has removed a lot of jobs. But it's not taking away the high ticket closer role, man, and it's not even taking high ticket, the appointment setter roles as well. Like, you should embrace AI first of all, and incorporate it within your work. But guys, let me tell you, man, the high ticket sales industry, the high ticket industry is freaking booming. It's still booming, and it will be booming. It's a skill, man. You got to remember, sales is an art, and it's been around for centuries, and it's gonna be around for centuries. Everyone is always gonna need high qualified salespeople, that understand the game. I'm seeing so bad. There's so much noise that, I was just like, you know what? Let me just make, a raw video, just breaking down, certain bullshit that's been spread out online. And now I'm also watching, oh my God, it's so freaking funny watching so many of these coaches starting bashing each other, and like, all these coaches that we saw that were claiming to be doing, 50 to 100 grand a month in commissions, people making so many claims and whatever, and then the owners of the companies highlighting that, whoa, hang on a minute, I don't think you really were. And it's nuts, man. But look, but then again, look, once you've worked somewhere and then you leave, sometimes, the founders of the company, or the managers, or the people of the company, they probably are not going to support you, and they're probably going to look to I don't know, show you in bad light. I don't know what to believe in the high ticket sales space, man. And I'm looking like, there's people that claimed that were making, tens of thousands of dollars a month. They weren't actually really making tens of thousands of dollars a month. They were just about making 5 to 10 grand a month. But that's the crazy thing, man. Or like, we see this as well. Like, someone may have hit like, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 grand in commission 1 month. And now all of a sudden they're like, oh yeah, I'm 100K a month closer. No, bro. You gotta have done it multiple times over. I mean, I didn't even call myself, a multi six figure a month closer until I had done it multiple times over. And even then, it sounded corny, man. I was like, and this is for me though. I used to be like, you know what? I don't class myself as a coach, or someone that's really done it, unless I've done it multiple times over. But then the real, like, when I got into the coaching space, and I've been a coach for, over a decade, man, in multiple fields and sectors and industries. I was like, you know what? I don't care. Like, the moment I started teaching and coaching, in the high ticket sales space, I was like, you know what? Until my students have not done what I've done, I wouldn't class myself as a coach. And praise the Lord, man. I've had setters do north of $20,000-$30,000 a month. I've had people from third world countries make way more than people in first world countries. I've had closers make 30, 40, 50 to all the way up to 90 plus $1,000 a month, just shy of $100,000 a month. People from all walks of life, absolute beginners that I've trained, coached, mentored, worked with, and helped them grow as individuals. But that's just me, man. When I'm working with someone and if they're giving me, look, this is what I always say to, and I always look for as well when I'm hiring or when I'm looking, assessing people. You've got to want it, man. I shouldn't even want it 1% more than what you want it. If I want it 51% and you want it 49%, it's not gonna work. You can't just be hungry now. Gone are the days where you're like, I'm just so hungry. Boy, you gotta be starving. You gotta be starving. You gotta be willing to go above and beyond the call of duty. If the call of duty is, I don't know, 5 to 7 or 10 sets a day, you best believe you need to be going for 20 sets a day. If the goal is to bill 100 grand a month, you should automatically be thinking, I need to get 200 grand a month. Set the big goals, then work backwards. Okay, what do I need to do? But look, man, there's so much going on in the high ticket sales space, which has forced me to come back. And you know what? For once, I'm going to build my own business. And look, I did it for a brief time, for a few months, and we did good numbers. But right now, I'm looking to shake up the high ticket space and show people what's really still possible. I mean, look, man, I started remote closing in COVID, where everybody was saying nobody's got money and this and that, and nobody wants to buy or whatever. And I was doing multiple 6 figures a month on a 4K and 9K offer. Now, that's pretty decent. I'm a B2C offer as well, tough. And they were cold Facebook leads that would come in. I was doing the setting, I was doing the qualifying, and I was doing all the closing. And guess what? They were all, like 99% of my calls were one call closes, but they weren't pressure closes. So clearly I was doing something right. And I've helped many people, transition into the high ticket sales space. And I'm going to do so again. And I'm going to do big things this time round. And I really want to, do big things in 2026. So if you're just looking on the outsides or outskirts, or you've come across this video and you're struggling, or someone sent you this video, and look, man, just put people in touch with my YouTube channel alone. And I'm going to break down my calls now. I know, like, I don't hold anything back on my YouTube channel, man. Everything is there, from my call recordings and my trainings. Some of my trainings and my lives on YouTube, and I hate blowing my own trumpet, but they're better than most trainings out there. Your boy has done a thing or two, in the high ticket sales space. I've been in the game for 25 plus years, man. I've worked in numerous industries. I've worked on a one-to-one basis, one-to-many basis, on the phone, off the phone, in person, selling to crowds, selling one-to-one, like you name it, and selling all sorts of stuff. Cold, super cold, door to door, like you name it. I've done it all, man. And it's because I've been around for a minute. Nearly freaking 40, man. Can't believe it. I used to remember, can't believe it, man. I'm nearly 40 years old. I can remember when I was 16. But anyways, man. But look, I know this video has gone on for a bit, but hopefully you got some heat from what I'm saying. Don't believe all the hype online, man. If you have a dream, you need to protect it. You have a dream, you want to do something, go for it, man. Of course, there's going to be people along the way. Are they going to say that, what are you doing? Oh, it's saturated. Oh, it's this, man. Let the noise carry on being the noise. You got to shut it out sometimes. It's your dream. God gave you your dream. You need to protect your dream and you need to go for it, man. Look, there's people right now making tens of thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of USD dollars, tens of thousands of pounds a month. So why can't you? It's this, man. You need to believe it here. You need to believe it here, and you need to get to work. You need to improve on your craft. You need to get better. And the moment you get better, I promise you your income's going to get better. Anyways, I'll see you on the next one.